Fate by Ralph Waldo Emerson. The main message is the case for us being simply products of fate is strong. Yet, paradoxically, it is only in accepting it that we can realize our creative power. Emerson begins by admitting that the irresistible dictation of life is true, fate is real, and yet he also affirms the significance of the individual and the power of character as real forces. How does one reconcile these apparent opposites? Every spirit makes his house, but afterward the house confines the spirit. Our DNA and family heritage create our destiny. Emerson was well versed in Eastern spiritual literature, particularly the concepts of karma, reincarnation, and the wheel of life, which all points to nature and the circumstances of our present lives being largely the result of actions and experiences in previous incarnations. Looking back over scientific history, it often seems inevitable that a certain discovery emerged at a particular time. We like to ascribe inventions and insights to an individual, but usually there were 2, 3, or 4 people who came to the same conclusion simultaneously. Part of fate, Emerson says, is human freedom, and so far as man thinks he is free. When you look closely, Emerson suggests fate is simply causes that we have not completely explained. A man's fortune are the fruit of his character. His growth is declared in his ambition, his companions, and his performance. He looks like a piece of luck, but is piece of causation. What is the relationship between Emerson's early essays, Self-Reliance and Fate? It would be tempting to say that the latter word reflects a wiser Emerson who was more attuned to the power of nature and circumstances in people's life. This force drives nature and is beyond words. It is neither impersonal nor personal. The wise person sees that there is nothing left to chance, no contingencies, everything turns out how if we mean to.